It's kind of funny. I've died twice, yet I don't think I've ever actually been hit yet. That's kind of interesting to think about. Alright, so here's World 3, The Forest. This is where things start getting really cool. I love the main music here. This is the track you're going to be hearing, I think, a couple times throughout this world, but it's definitely a really cool one. And one they decided to pretty much just keep wholesale in Donkey Kong Country Returns. They didn't really change too much to it. They did, of course, remix it a little bit, but I think we need to bring this over here, and there's a bonus game up there. Guess we could spell Kong. I think it'll give us a life. I don't think it'll be a token, but I could be wrong. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, man. I think by the end of this, I usually have to play the ostrich game once. I don't usually have to play any of the others, though. I'm pretty good about avoiding them. Oh, come on. That was totally not fair. Oh, gosh. I hate that jump so much. I never know whether to hold back or forward. Alright, that one's a little tricky, but you definitely need to get that because it's a bonus game. And yeah, this thing, you can kind of just jump on these two guys. They'll give you bananas if you want. And at the end, if you hit them enough, they'll start giving you, well, they'll give you a life, so. The trick is that they're kind of invulnerable for a while after you jump on them, so you have to make sure you're not, like, standing inside of them when they rematerialize, otherwise you'll get hit. Alright, I want Diddy back. I'm tired of using Donkey Kong here. Well, here he is. I guess this will work. So the thing is, even when I have Diddy, sometimes I still end up using Donkey Kong because, like, I don't want him to get hit and to lose him, you know? I think there's two at the end here, so there we go, that went pretty well. Alright, now this one, you can probably guess what we need to do. Just wait here, jump, and get that. And then we're going to use this barrel up on the second level, and there's a bonus game there. Oh, this is one you can just mash. But yeah, I mean, I love the music in this stages. There's actually, there's another one that's going to be in the next stage that is also one of my favorites. But really, I haven't actually mentioned too much about the music, which is kind of surprising, because I figured I'd talk about it a lot. But that one's really cool, and then of course the next level, Treetop Town, is definitely one of my favorites, and another one that they pretty much just left untouched, I think, in Donkey Kong Country Returns, just because it's so good. I mean, there's really nothing you can do to it to improve it. So, pretty easy to get bonus game there. You can also, if you want... Okay, well, I was talking and couldn't figure that out. You can also, if you want, use that gopher, or I forget what they're called, Naughty, I guess. You can also use that if you want to sort of jump up there, but it's a lot harder, I find, than just using the bird. And, of course, more barrels. Speed things up a little bit there. Yeah, that's basically a speed-running tactic. It's to try to roll into things as much as you can, because you end up gaining speed every time you do that. You just kind of have to be a little careful, though, especially if you don't know exactly what's coming up next. Whoa. I don't think I've ever done it that way before. That was weird. Alright, now here you gotta start being a little careful and timing your shots, because it takes a second to be shot out of these. The ones that have kind of the white little ring around them are automatically, so you kind of have to wait and, you know, make sure you have enough time to get there. Pretty easy to find bonus game there. Bananas usually lead you in the right direction. Jump up there and get the end if you want. You can fall back into that barrel, but I didn't really want to bother. It's like you kind of have to make sure to time everything out just right. The barrel starts getting a little bit tricky. Well, I usually get hit by that last guy, actually. Yeah, that one gets me actually quite a lot because I just jump in too fast. So the barrel, like, moves a lot more than I expect it to. Just take your time. That's pretty much the key here. Which is, I think that's why I end up dying quite a bit sometimes. It's because I just don't take my time. Like, I try to rush through everything. Oh, come on, get the G. There you go. And definitely not going for the ostrich. That should be everything, I think. Yeah, cool. And then we're going to go back to Forest Frenzy, which is another forest theme stage, so we get that cool music once again. this one's got a lot of ropes moving back and forth. There weren't really too many like gimmicks that were kind of introduced in the original game. In Donkey Kong Country 2, they started getting a lot more things like, off the top of my head, I can think of like the hot air balloon in World 2, like the ghost ropes, you know, stuff like that, kind of more gimmicky stuff. And then in Donkey Kong Country 3, they went like really, really overboard. Like basically every level has some kind of gimmick associated with it. And like some of them are just arbitrary. Like I don't really know too much about the game because I haven't really played it myself all that much. But if I remember correctly, there's like some kind of gel or something that you have to go through that like reverses your controls. Like that's just so like arbitrary to me, you know? Like that has nothing to do with the Kongs. That's just you reversing your controls. So I don't know. I think that's where they kind of started to go astray a bit. I do think 2 is good. I don't actually own 2 yet, but I did as a kid. And if I remember, I actually beat 2 before I beat 1, so I guess that's how that goes. I think, yeah, we missed the K, so oh well. You know, these guys can be a little tricky. They have really wide arcs. It's like deceptively far, you know, up and down they can move. G, don't really need it. I guess we can spell Ong. I always have to go for that life. I can't not do it. Alright, cleverly hidden bonus game here. You can just barely see the edge of the barrel if you look, but you have to really be looking for it. And again, we're going to get a golden token, so I'm going to lose this on purpose. I know it's in the far right one. Yeah. Man, stomps on that hat. He's really angry with that thing. Now, I don't think we... Yeah, okay, this one is a little bit tricky, but you have to time it so that you go underneath these guys. They always jump on the third hop, so 1, 2, 3, 3. If you can kind of count both of them at once, you can do it pretty quickly. And if we want, we can kind of just go up and down here and get some bananas. And I'll go back once, and we'll be done. Oh man, I didn't want to get that. Crap, I may have to play that game now. Alright, and there's the exit. Let's see if that was all of them. Yeah, it was. Okay. Oh, and there's one level coming up very soon, actually, right after this one that's notorious because it's got 5 bonus games in it. So that one should be fun. Alright, so this one is much like, what was it? Temple Tempest, I think, was the first one. Except that the guys in the, like, wheels or whatever are actually chasing you. Now, this one's really cool. I like this. That's so much fun. You actually get lives for rolling over so many in a row. I usually skip him because he just makes this level like really frustratingly fast because he just never stops running, so I generally like to just stay with the Kongs. You have plenty of time, so there's no real rush. You can, of course, always do that if you want. Alright, and the midpoint. Now, I don't think we need this, but I could be mistaken. Okay, yeah, we definitely don't, because you wouldn't be able to get over that. Now, there's a really obvious bonus game here. I think it's coming up soon. Yeah, look at the bananas. Which way do I go? I think we should go down. Alright, yeah, we got just one of these guys to stomp on. It's pretty easy. I don't know if I'm going to actually sit through all this or not. I might just get hit on purpose. See, it's like I would be able to hit 99 lives if I actually cared enough. Like, you know, if I played through all these games and I got all the golden tokens and everything, I would probably hit 99 lives, but I'm just not really interested in spending that much time trying it. Oh, I got a token for that. Oh, man. I thought I'd get a life. You usually do get a life from those. Oh, well. Yeah, those guys you can actually just run under, just like that, but I always get nervous when I see them. So just keep moving. It feels really panic-inducing because you can like hear the guy right behind you even though he's actually pretty far back. It sounds like he's just right there, you know. You just run under him. You can't do that with Donkey Kong, though, only Diddy. Alright, so now everyone's favorite level is going to be coming up next. I guess we can go ahead and save again since it's here. We should, yep, 40%. Nice. So, man, we're making pretty good progress, huh? Yes, this is Orangutan Gang. Now, I have kind of my own way of going through this. You can just run underneath these guys. These guys don't really matter. I like to you take out both of these little crocodile things here so they don't respawn when you come back later. And you try to take out every single thing along this path to just sort of make it easier. Obviously, the bee you can't do anything about, but just jump on every single thing. Because you are going to get Espresso, the ostrich, in this stage, and you will need him, but you only actually need him to pick up one. So what I like to do is to first go over here, get the midpoint barrel, just in case we die, because it could happen. And jump up kind of on these trees here, and then just fly back to the left. This is the only one you actually need Espresso for. So you can see, once you clear out all those people, they don't respawn, so it's really easy to just run back. And then you fly all the way down here to the left, and here's bonus area number 1. And we can spell Winky if we want. I'd imagine you'd get a Winky token, so I'm just going to ignore that. He's going to have to get a new hat if he keeps that up. Alright, so back on Espresso. Now, it kind of drops you out at a random spot. Like, I have no idea where this is in relation to anything else. So what you actually need to do here is to go back to the left. And this is where things can get tricky, especially with all these guys throwing barrels and all these jumping dudes. You have to make it back through here. Whoa, look at that. You see that? Oh man, it actually screwed up his, like, sprite color. Wow, that's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Huh. That's so weird. Oh man. Alright, well anyway, since we lost Espresso, I guess I can show how you get this without him. You just do a roll and a jump. You'll land on this platform right here. Then from this one you have to do... Okay, well you have to do a roll jump from there. You can actually see the platform over to the right. This is why I get the midpoint barrel. So we can go back to the left here and actually pick up Espresso again. And this time we can sort of use him to just go to the right, because we're further left in the stage. Again, it's easy to get lost here, so... But it's a lot easier going in this direction, as you can see. And it looks like that, that guy's back to normal. Alright, so let's try this again. You do a roll jump off of that. And then do it again, and you can get here, there's a barrel, and go straight to the right. Alright, so like I mentioned, there are 5 in this area. We've picked up 2 now, because the first one does still count even though we died. And now we have to make our way over to the right. Now this one could be a little bit tricky, just because of all these guys throwing barrels. I hate these monkeys that throw the barrels at you. They're pretty annoying. Just play it safe. There we go. And yeah, watch out for... I almost always get hit by that one guy jumping up. Alright, now right here is where we're actually going to get pretty much all of our next 3. The first one, we want to drop down and hit to the left there. Grab the stuff if we want. Alright, now we're going to take the same barrel, and this time go all the way to the right. Yeah, it's on the first level. There we go. And there's the 4th bonus game. Grab the G. Missed the O. I'm not entirely sure actually where that is off the top of my head, but I'm not really too worried about it. Alright, now this time we have to be pretty careful. We got to take this barrel all the way to the end and bounce off that guy. And there you go. That'll open up the 5th bonus area. So there you go. There's all 5 for Orangutan Gang. That one's pretty tricky. Again, another one that you probably wouldn't be able to get on your own without using, like, Nintendo Power or something when you were a kid, so... Alright, so just a couple more levels in this world. We'll be ready to move on. Clam City is our next water level. And this one isn't too bad, but they start throwing in some pretty mean arrangements of fish, I think, in this level. So we'll have to stay on our toes. It's just the thing about being in the water is that you just have a lot of momentum. It's really hard to change your direction. So when you have to make like really quick movements, like if you see a fish right in front of you and you need to turn around, like most of the time you just don't have enough time to do it. So that can get a little bit annoying, but it's not too bad. You really learn to just take these things slow after a while. And I'm pretty sure by this point I have skipped On Guard. I don't remember exactly where he's hidden in this one. I'm not sure if I have actually skipped him or not, but I guess we'll have to... I'm pretty sure we have, though. Because I seem to remember having it right here for this clam guy, but... But it doesn't really make too much difference in this level, because it's really not that bad. Just kind of stay on the right here, and the 4th one, you wait. And that one too. Alright, now this one can be tricky, I think. Oh, I must be thinking of a different area. Alright, yeah, we gotta watch out for the octopi here. They always just kind of go in that little rectangle pattern, so they're pretty easy to avoid if you watch them. Alright, and there we go. See, that wasn't too bad. We didn't really need On Guard for it. I don't think there is a single water level that actually has a bonus game in it, so you don't need to worry about those. And here we can move on to the boss of world number 3. So this one is also pretty simple. You can't damage him while he's red like this, you just have to avoid him. When he turns yellow again, hit him with the barrel, and pretty much just repeat. That's about all there is to this guy. Just make sure not to get hit when he's flying around like that. Wow, I was almost too high up there. I tend to get really risky with that. I try to hit him like as soon as I can. Oh man, oh that was really close. Oh yep, see I was too high up. Oh, well. Alright, let's just wait here for him to come back down. Okay, there we go. It's like I just needed one more hit. Okay, Gorilla Glacier. Now this is pretty much where I always usually say that this is where the game starts getting pretty tough. We got some ice physics going on, which is always annoying. We're going to be sliding around a lot. Got a pretty well-known bonus game up there. And of course, you know by now, I'm going to skip this Winky token, if I can help it. Just shakes his head like, oh man, I'm so stupid. It's okay, you lost that one on purpose. You can't actually say that this time. We can bounce here if we want, get a life. Number 51. I usually kind of hover around the 50s for a while, especially in this world. Definitely grab Diddy there. I'm going to go ahead and switch to him. Yeah, they love just... Oh man, he's just throwing things at you that like you can't even really see until it's too late. Oh man, I thought I could get in there. I usually can. Oh well. Yeah, like I said, this is where the game starts getting a little bit tough, so we may have to kind of bear with it a bit here. Yeah, I think the problem was I just hesitated a little bit. Alright, if we want, I don't think we've done this yet. We can kind of ride on these little steel barrels here. Can be dangerous though, so make sure you're gonna jump off of it before it goes into a pit or something. Yeah, they like doing these icy hills. It can be really annoying. And then, of course, it starts snowing really heavy here. Now, we need to head to the left and jump over this guy. There's a hidden barrel down here. Okay, we can grab the O if we want. Some more bananas. If you can kind of guess where the barrel is, you can sort of land back in it. It gets pretty easy, too, after a while, but... No, I didn't quite get all the bananas, but that's fine. Don't know why I stuck in there that long, actually. Yeah, that one I pretty much remember you can just hold the jump button. Okay, now this one is really tricky. You want to go straight down, and you can see there's a platform to stand on. Like, who would think to do that? I don't really know. But there's a bonus game there, and that one's pretty easily missed. Now, this one you can't just mash the button for. You gotta actually wait. I think there's one of those golden tokens there, so I just went ahead and went straight down. Alright, well, that wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. It goes a lot quicker when you can actually skip the bonus games. Right, now this one, like, if you do this just right, you can actually get a blue balloon at the end, but I like to just kind of skip it by going that way. Again, that's another one of those things that's really hard to find, but it helps so much. That barrel portion is really, really annoying. Alright, I think we're at the end. Yep, there we go. I always get nervous going up hills when I can't see very well. Alright, so Slip Slide Ride, a pretty memorable one. I think pretty much everyone remembers this if you ever got here as a kid. And of course, a bonus game up here if we bounce on that guy. The barrel and go straight in. Got another Kong one. Ooh, man, that was actually really close. And there is actually also a warp here. There's been quite a lot of warps through levels that I've been skipping. Again, like I'm not really showing all those, but there is a barrel up top you can just barely see. It's kind of blue, so you can jump in there if you want to go. It's about halfway through the level, but we got a bonus area to get, so there wouldn't be any point in taking that anyway. Watch out for the armadillo. Grab the K there if we want. Come on. Like, you don't go too high or you hit your head on the ceiling, so... Alright, you gotta jump in here and grab this barrel, then jump out. Bonus area to the left there. You can spell Nintendo. I don't remember exactly what we get from this. I hope it's not a token. It's okay if you like tokens. They're kind of annoying because if you just get them like out in the main world, like out in the actual level, then it either like puts you back at the beginning or puts you back at the midpoint, I believe. It's not too bad if it's in a bonus game because it'll just like spit you out of the bonus game like normal, so that's really not too bad. But if you get it just kind of out in the normal level, it can actually set you back pretty far and can be kind of annoying. Alright, just gonna jump up the ropes between the bees. Oh man, I don't usually get hit by him. Oh well. Oh wow, I jumped a lot sooner than I thought. Yeah, those guys are kind of cheap because you can't really see them down there. Oh man, yeah, that one always makes me nervous. Alright, oh man, I just barely make it. I always like almost get hit by that guy. That was right before the midpoint barrel too, so I figured I'd just meet you there. Alright, now we can go up there if we want. There's not a bonus game, but I think the O is up there? Yeah, so we can grab that. That was really weird. I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, some weird things happen if you roll off of ledges sometimes. Alright, there's a bonus area up there. That one also makes me really nervous, but thankfully we got it. So we can ride these things if we want. There's banana bunches at the bottom. It's pretty hard to get going from like the downsliding one to the upsliding one. I can almost never actually get the banana bunch there. It's just something that happens. And skip the ostrich. I think we're at 2 of those actually, so I'm going to really try to skip those. Alright, so wait for the bee to get out of the way. It's really easy to get hit by that guy too. Ooh. Almost didn't jump enough there. Ooh, oh man, the camera, it really kind of messes with you sometimes if it doesn't show down far enough. Alright, now this one, you can do it on one rope if you're good enough. It's kind of annoying, but I kind of just do it by habit now. And of course, you also need to do it if you want to get the G. Oh, didn't get the N. Oh, look at that, the camera was not going to the right. Okay. Yeah, it does that sometimes. I mean, this game, like, it does kind of have its flaws every now and then if you look at it. I mean, they do like to throw a lot of enemies at you that are just kind of off camera, you know, that just come at you really quickly. So that can be kind of annoying sometimes, but it's just kind of one of those things that you end up overlooking because the game is just so fun, you know? Like, a lot of other games you would see that, and that's like one of the reasons why maybe you wouldn't like the game so much. But with this one, like, it's just too much fun, you know? It's like I'm having, you know, such a good time playing it that I don't really even mind those things. I don't remember what's... Okay, yeah, there is an ostrich in the middle there. That was really close. Okay, we do actually need to grab Espresso here. I usually try to stay away from him because he just makes things fast and kind of hard to control. But you do actually need him, I think, for a bonus game. So we'll see if we can keep him. If not, we'll probably actually have to restart the level because I don't think you can get it without him. But I think we should be just about in the clear from here. Yeah, there's this little platform here with this guy. That can be kind of annoying. But from here, we should have it. Yep, there it is. Because I don't think there's any other way to get up here other than to actually ride him, so... We can get 3 lives here if we do good. Oh, man. I was actually just a little to the left of the barrel. It's not like it really matters that much anyway. I mean, I'm not concerned about getting a game over. If I die 56 times, I'm pretty sure I would just restart the recording, even though I've gotten this far. Yeah, skip the G, that's fine. Thankfully, you can just fly over most of the rest of it, so that wasn't too bad. It's made a lot easier in some parts with Espresso, but it can be kind of nerve-wracking to get that bonus area. Croctopus Chase. Now this is a pretty simple water level, but it's a pretty good one. It's very blue, which I like. Definitely looks neat. And we're going to be having those Croctopus, I guess that's what that's called. We're gonna have those things chasing us throughout the level. I hate those little jellyfish or whatever those things are supposed to be. I don't know, squids or something. Hate those things. They hit me so much. I don't get out of the way. I guess it's more like a squid. I don't know. So you can pretty much avoid those guys without too much trouble, especially if you kind of know the right way to go. I mean, I guess it would be possible to take a wrong turn and get like trapped in a dead end or something, but once you kind of get the feel for which is the right way to go, it's really not that tough. And again, I love the water level music. Like, it just fits so well. Whoa, oh man, I hate that. Yeah, I'm telling you, I hate those things. They get me so much. Barrels underwater. I'm not really sure how that would work, but, well, it does. Now, if I remember, On Guard is kind of hidden in an area to the left. It might be up here. Oh, nope. Keep going then. Nope, okay, it's not there. I'm gonna get hit. Yep. So I was just... I knew that wasn't the right way to go, but I thought he might have been there. But that's okay. We hit the midpoint, so it's not a big deal, even if we do end up dying, which we probably shouldn't. I'm going to switch back over. I don't think they really control that much different in the water, but I like having Diddy just kind of for, I don't know, a placebo effect, if anything, I guess. No, it's not up there either. I know he's hidden, like, in just sort of an area to the left. There's a little thin, like, opening you can go through. Whoa, that was kind of close. Yeah, this one's pretty simple. We just go down. Let's stay in the middle. There we go. Okay, it might be this one. I know I've said that about, like, every one so far. Okay, well, maybe it's not. Alright, well, I'm just going to stop looking, because it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, you don't really need them for this level. I mean, I'll keep an eye out, but I'm not going to, like, really go out of my way. Up here it is, okay. It's like I knew it was one of those you were going up, and it was to the left. There's life there, and On Guard's down here in the very bottom corner. Yes, it's like there's really nothing you can even kill. I mean, it makes it nice for, like, actually the very last room, sort of in this place, because there's a ton of those like squid things going everywhere, and it's really, really annoying. It makes that quite a lot easier, but for the rest of this, I guess you can kind of speed it up a little bit, because he does move a little faster. It's this room right here. Like, could you imagine, like, trying to go through that without On Guard? I mean, I know I got hit, but still, I mean, that would be terrible without him. Alright, Torchlight Trouble, again, a pretty well-known level. You can see it's really dark, and this one's basically known for, like, causing seizures in people. Turn to the left, the right, it flashes on the screen. I'll try not to do that too much. I generally call this the level where you try to just go right as much as possible. Pressing left, you're going to get your eyes, like, burnt out or something, so you don't want to do that, and I had to there. It's like I feel like I need to apologize every time I press left. And yeah, it is doable without even grabbing him. But I really don't like to. It's just kind of annoying. And it kind of lags a bit there, which makes it a little bit tougher, too. Again, trying not to press left. I'm going to have to a couple times for bonus areas, so I guess I just have to apologize in advance. This is one of those times. I'm going to warn you. There we go. And I'm going to skip that. Alright. The spinning wheels of death. I have no idea what those things are or what they're doing there, but, you know, you don't question it. It's just one of those things, you know. You could ask why all these things are here trying to kill me, but you don't, because it's fun. Alright, oh man, that was really close. Alright, we gotta go left here again. There we go. And we can jump on that guy if we want, but I won't. Alright, let's get out of here. I'll try... Hopefully you guys got out of that without getting too many headaches or anything. Alright, save point once again. And she always hits on you and everything. 62%. Alright, and Rope Bridge Rumble. Now this is kind of the cousin to Treetop Town. It's a little more grayish, I guess, to sort of suit with the ice theme. And there's a bonus area right here. You can look for the barrel. You can just barely see it if you're looking for it. Bananas here. It can be kind of hard to grab all of them in a pack, but it is doable. And we get Winky once again, alright. Yeah, he makes this level kind of interesting. It feels a little bit loose with him around because he just jumps like so high. Guess that'll work. I always get nervous trying for that because you saw before I did die trying to do that a couple times earlier. Get some bananas here if we want. Like I said, he just jumps so high that it makes it kind of hard sometimes to land right where you want to. You just gotta barely tap that directional pad. Alright, there we go. Bonus game up there, as of course denoted by the banana. There. So I don't want that. I love bouncing on the bees, though. That's always fun. Alright, so that does it for Rope Bridge Rumble. And we actually made it out of the 4th world without too much trouble. I died in a couple of places, but that's pretty much unavoidable by this point. So here's Really Naughty, I guess, the cousin to the first boss we faced. And this time when you hit him, he does big jumps that he's kind of invulnerable during. 1 for each time you've hit him, so this time we'll do 3. You can make him jump pretty far if you do it right. Like way over here. Whoa! Because he'll always jump to where you're standing. And there you go. Still pretty simple. As long as you know to avoid him while he's doing the big jumps, shouldn't have any trouble there.